Heidi with Nest Pretty. I am the author of the Nest Pretty Lifestyle Guide. This book is all about making small choices every day that add up to a beautiful life. There's no rush. Take your time. Make good choices. I'm a closet coach. I help women to curate a wardrobe she loves. I do that in two ways, through life coaching and also closet organization. So when I work with my clients, first we talk about it. We find out what you're thinking. We find out the stories that you're telling yourself and maybe give you a new perspective that you hadn't thought about before. We do all of that work before I come into your closet and go through it piece by piece with you. The benefits of doing this one season at a time is that you get dressed with ease, with clarity and confidence. It is amazing. Now, I want to tell you a little story about one defining moment in my path to having a closet that is right and tight. It is so tight and right that it requires no thoughts to get dressed in the morning. Zero. So this experience takes me back to 2005. We had a trip planned to Africa, and we were going to be there for 18 days, and I wanted to go with a carry-on suitcase. I had traveled before, long trips with many bags, and it's just not comfortable. It is not the way to travel. So a friend of mine turned me on to this website called, onebag.com, and if you go there, they have a free printout. It's what to pack on a trip of any length. And I used this list almost 100% faithfully to pack for Africa. I did the work. I got everything in the bag. And then I panicked. And I'll tell you why. So most of this list is like incidental things that you're going to need. But the clothing part is very small. It's very tiny. A dressy jacket, 2 to 4 shirts, blouses, or tops, 2 pairs of trousers or skirts or shorts. Not 2 trousers, 2 skirts, 2 shorts. No, it's 2 of one of those. 3 pairs of socks, 3 pairs of undergarments, long underwear, depends on where you're going, swimsuit, a dark cardigan sweater, an umbrella, a parka, a long t-shirt or a sarong to use as your pajamas, a scarf, gloves, mitten, and it goes from there. 1 pair of dressy shoes, 1 pair of walking shoes, flip-flops, and a belt. That was packing for 18 days in Africa. Now, remember, when you're looking at your trip, we had part of our trip, we were going to be doing volunteer work, needed to be dressed like this. Part of our trip, we were going to be on Serengeti. So you need hiking boots and you need to be dressed for 104 degree weather. We were going to go to the beach. What else were we going to? We ended up going to a wedding. What else did we do? You know, you're making these plans and you're like, how do I bring enough clothes for all of these activities in just a carry-on? Like I said, I did the work. And then I went and spoke to a friend who had traveled to Africa many times, and I told her what I was doing. And I told her I didn't trust the list. I told her it says to bring 2 to 4 shirts. I was going to bring 5 or 6. It says bring 2 skirts or pants. I was going to bring 3. She said, don't bring 3. Just take 2. I promise you, you're not going to wear the 3rd. I promise you. And she said, just stick to the list. You're not going to wear those extra clothes, I promise you, she said. Do you know I did not listen to her? I was still able to get everything into the carry-on, but I brought extra because I was afraid. And do you know that everything I brought was extra, which means it was kind of thrown in at the last minute out of panic. It was not curated consciously and thoroughly. It was a panic. I threw it in there. Do you know I carried those items everywhere I went, and I did not wear them? So it was that experience was kind of a defining moment for me. I can live with less, and I actually like it. Anytime we panic purchase, anytime we panic throw into the bag, those items just don't hold up to our discerning eye or our feelings of wanting to look our very best, to be comfortable, and to look appropriate for whatever the occasion is. That was one of the moments that changed my life. Just one of them. So right now I'm trying to get my wardrobe back to the 10-piece, and I'm going to use this list as my guide. Stay tuned. Meanwhile, welcome to the Edit, where I look at what I chose to wear today, and I ask myself 3 questions. Number 1, what worked? What worked about what I chose today? It is a hot day in Florida. It is beautiful. We have blue skies and fluffy clouds, and I feel like white on white with a touch of pink is just perfect for summer. So it worked. What didn't work is our second question, and we are not asking this out of judgment or nitpicking ourselves apart. No, we're just being curious. Did something not work? And if so, why did it not work? So, did something not work? Not necessarily. Maybe a short sleeve sweater or a bolero would be nice, just because it's so hot. But I was in and out of air conditioning, so this worked out perfect for me. But that's something to keep in mind. The third question is, how can I make it better? And that leads to what I just said, maybe a short sleeve sweater, maybe a bolero. But I absolutely love doing the tie in front. This is a little sundress, but I love having something over it that I can tie to cinch my waist in, which is such a good practice, especially in the smallest part of your waist. That is how you do the edit. It is powerful. It's an exercise that is powerful because it informs you. It informs you. So when you do go shopping and you are thinking about curating a wardrobe that you love, you'll know what to get. You'll know what you need. The edit actually gives you an action list. So when you go to the mall, you know what you're looking for. Something very specific to finish off your curation. A curation doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, but it also takes intentionality, and that's what it's all about. I hope this inspires you. I hope it encourages you to think about what you're wearing. I hope it encourages you to continue to curate only what you love. And if you dare, consider what to pack for a trip of any length. It's so worth it, and it's just the beginning. Have a fantastic day.